Okay. Check this shit out. Ninja Squad.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, welcome to Biomutant.
Okay. Here's that regular difficulty. Let's see if in action.
Encode your DNA.
We have a fast boy who's dummy. A dummy with strength. We got the average. We got the tank. Got the spellcaster. We got the bard, I guess. I'm going to go with Rex. Pretty even out on everything. Okay.
Define your genetic structure.
Strong fast. Super duper tanky. We'll do somewhere around there. A little bit more strength. Maybe a little bit more vitality. I'm thinking vitality less, 2 intellect less, but I gain a lot of strength. Go down just a little bit. Okay, yeah, take 1 out of everything, put it into strength.
Choose a genetic resilience.
Resilience. I think mid is fine. Yeah,
Choose your first style.
What? Fur. We'll hit these random ones until I see one I like. We'll just do that. That looks okay.
Pick your main color.
That's super duper light blue at. Yeah.
Choose your detail color.
Get that. Start purplish, bluish, right there.
Pick a class. Commando. Deadeye.
Ricky school for rogue, who's chosen a life outside law and societal values.
Commando.
Trained as an operative in elite special forces, commandos are used working in small.
Psy-freak.
You got the caster, of course.
Saboteur. Sentinel. Command. Deadeye.
Gave me.
Commando.
I mean, about the reorder.
Deadeye. Commando. Psy-freak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Command. Deadeye. Commando. Sentinel. Saboteur.
I'm thinking Saboteur or
Sentinel.
I don't really want to be a tank.
Saboteur.
Like the dual builds.
Saboteur chosen.
I like how that one eye.
Pick a class. Choose your first style.
Why is he green right there? I don't get it.
Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Saboteur chosen. That'll work.
We'll go with this. Oh, no way.
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads.
Oh, well.
Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living.
Oh.
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your ki, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Let me introduce myself.
Oh god, I
I'm
got
the
an Navi.
light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise. An echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
That's right. Light is only for those having difficulty seeing what's in front of them. Sticking to the me first path is the only way we'll be going places.
I'm surprised at the change of heart. I believe in putting yourself aside to help others, but helping the dark side is not that, you know.
You can't fight who you really are. The blood is obviously running red in our veins.
You're trying to keep us in the dark here, but you know it's blue blood in our veins and what it means. We have responsibilities.
That motherfucker just hit him with a shovel. That is hilarious.
Right is always right.
Mm-hmm. Unless it's not.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Meat eaters meat.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
So it's a game of revenge. Reroll.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
So far the graphics are kinda not
This
good.
time, it was
but
best to
maybe
run
it'll
and
get
live
better.
to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Pew pew box braca. Clincher stabby.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Targeting branch attack, reload your weapons with RB. Key energy is used for dodging, using mutations, performing special attacks. When you're out of key, you'll be able to afford these actions. Your key energy regenerates both in and out of combat.
slash. Wow, wow, wow.
That ain't bad so far. Ain't the best though. Got a little grasshopper with me. Chest. Weapon. Now you found a weapon special effect add-on attached to your ranged weapon to give it an extra damage time for as long as ammo lasts. Some enemies have a resistance or weakness to different weapons special effects, so use them wisely. Shocking 5. It's decent. Okay. Electric. There you go. Magazine size 24. Sure, we'll equip it. To attach special effect add-on, select it through the consumable quick menu. Hold up. I said. Gear. Weapons, equipping gear. Various can be saved as outfits. Okay. Outfits. Appearance. Inventories. Nothing. Gear. And right shoulder. Okay. Man hand. Clincher stabby thingy. Offhand. Got legs. Got torso. Left and right shoulder. Face. Head. Back. Where's my gun though? Oh, wow. Okay. Don't really understand what happened to my ammo there, but maybe we'll find out here in a second. Medic supply bag contains items that can heal you. Your health doesn't automatically generate in combat. You have to use consumables to find enemies to heal. Take all. So weapons, consumables, left is guns, right is weapons.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
either of these guys. You're a fucking liar. Here we go. Some pollen. Okay. Regen intake. I assume that is death to me. Since I'm a little guy. Apparently guns are the way to go in this game. I think that they would be so overpowered. Tickling toffee. 100 agility.
Those are the kind of things you need.
Waste and clean. Nothing. When he's sprint going all fours, that's cute. Some enemies carry large shields. You need to break the shield with melee attacks before you can deal damage to the enemy. Upgrade points. Increasing attributes. When you level up, you can increase an attribute of your choice by 10. Pick which attribute you want to increase from the list. I guess first we're going to get... That's for sure. I really want to increase my melee damage because it's kind of sucky. Even though it's my highest stat. My guns do so much. I'm going to do agility.
Nothing gets past you.
You earn upgrade points from leveling up. These can be used to acquire new special attacks and perks from unlock your first special attack. Door of melee corpse. Unstoppable pit. Looks like unleash your door of melee chamber face. One super Wong Fu icon. I don't know what super Wong Fu is, but we'll find out eventually, I guess. Once you collect more attacks, you're able to combine them to reach the super Wong Fu state. Okay. Wong Fu and perks. Once you have more upgrade points, remember to spend them on perks and special attacks in the Wong Fu perk menu. Okay. Perks, Wong Fu, character, aura. Somewhat light. A somewhat light aura means being the best one can be and a willingness to help those in need. Okay. Consume. Well, I don't give a shit about that.
An emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Once was. It's a whole ass crowbar. Old world claw bar. Does that mean we can? No. Gear. Maybe. No. Oh, it's a tool, not a weapon. It doesn't say what it's used for. I assume we'll find out in a second.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
I didn't expect it to shatter into a gabillion pieces.
Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Not one thing in... Oh.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Itchy trigger finger.
You absorbed a bioblob. These are points used to unlock mutations. You collect bioblobs by defeating morks and finding containers at various places in the world. Special powers and mutations part of the menu. Okay. Oh, I got quite a few bio points, huh? No, I don't like the fact that you can still... I guess you don't kill it. I don't know. Looks like I can get up there though.
Seems strong enough.
That's a whole ass chest over there. Wait up. You can jump off the walls and shit. What's that? Health pack? Nice. Another one. So I'm thinking you can only do that on like rough walls, like the bricks. Looks like you can only do it once too. Just check out these mutations real quick. Character. Mutations menu. What is this? Biogenetics. Off the mouth. Press the input you have bound to the ability. Face the enemy. This will infect any small humanoid hit. All infected enemies will attack their allies instead of you. That's neat. You can vomit on people. I like that. I think we'll save up for some of these though. Psychos. Legs. That's cool as hell. Blake. That's also pretty cool. And resistances. Not really worried about resistances just yet, so I'm just going to keep that stuff right now. Because I can spin them at any point.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom.
Oh, wow.
But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Okay, so humanity has completely abandoned Earth. I would assume it's humanity that's abandoned it. We found a puzzle. These are scattered around the world. Some open new paths, while others feature different rewards. To switch node. To rotate nodes. This is the number of rotations you have left. The higher your rank select, the more moves you have. Each node has a certain position it must be rotated into to complete the puzzle. Running out of moves before that move have consequences.
Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wild. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Okay.
The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing.
Spark.
It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go.
What if you ran out of moves? What the, huh? How you gonna get out of this room? Perfectly countering an enemy attack will stun them. A stunned enemy has stars circling above them. After hitting the enemy again, you can launch it up into the air.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Special. Pressing the indicated input while it is shown will trigger your special attack.
Chop it! Kill that! That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. Small things for your big ideas. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just... He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to... The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is... The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark. It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have... There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. The impending threat of the World Eaters bringing... Had it not been for the Tree of Life...
The Tree of Life saved me. Dialogue settings. The default dialogue set to advance from one NPC line to the next automatically. If you want to manually advance dialogue, you can change this in settings. Way back in the long ago. Look at little old me. Look at me scamper. Where am I, Japan? Okay, Torii Gates. Japan with the fawns.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart growing dark. There's nothing as powerful as a Muma. He understands why you came all the way out here. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder. You might be right. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He said...
He said go jump in some grass. I assume exploring in a flashback will do me no good to find anything. So. Look at that swim, yo. That's rough. It wasn't swimming, it was just drowning fast. Excuse me. Note to self, he cannot swim, gotcha. Oh, that tree and a DNA double helix, that's cool. Dude, you laughing at my guy drowning? It's interesting, I guess. I really don't vibe with the
You
way they do
found one.
dialogue, though.
You should be proud. They don't come out for it. The Nono's key energy is just what the pet... You'll need to support the tree for a long
This
time
is
to
like
come.
Elvis
The
Presley
only
if he
way
was a
it'll
mumble
grow
rapper.
tall is with... You'll need a net.
He need a beat behind him. Oh, you're gonna give me I'm a true jellyfisher now.
You handle that. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that... Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of key over the 12 months to come, so... countless.
What about 20s?
But today, your focus is getting...
The inosculated pin sign? Dude, I think the only thing this guy's gonna drop is that wig on his head. Oh shit, it's gonna eat me.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the... From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not... You can already see the effects from how He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did good here today. That's not true. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part... He says he remembers... The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the genetic evolution... His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route.
The bosses are puffs.
Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Googlide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't... His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Googlide are almost... Regardless, you'll meet again.
Okay. Full rodnet. Very zero abnormal. The end of the world.
You're getting the hang of it. quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Really? It's almost like I already tried to climb it. Crazy. I have a feeling that there is hidden goodies over here. Oh no. Oh, there I can bend you. No goodies on the outside. And every time I rotate the screen, it kind of gets blurry for me.
Know that the Tree
be
of
the TV
Life
though.
is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
How many times do you want to throw that title at me in the clouds where it blends in with the clouds? Like they're both, the title's white and the clouds are white. Like, I've already figured out how to sprint, Grella.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
He said, this way, dumbass.
Let's see.
Did I just piss on that? Right to move, you can best try to signpost you've unlocked on the map. Okay. So, you pee on things, then you can fast travel to it. Gotcha.
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake.
Let's go check it out.
Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror in...
Your inner balance is two hands that completes a wholeness that flows through all things. At times you'll be able to manifest your inner balance through deeds and dialogue choices. You are those who always act in the same manner, and our wholeness is the sum of the choices we make and the actions we take. The balance of your actions creates your aura score, which affects in dialogue with other characters.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life... He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed...
Psi points interacting with captives and Psi shrines will reward you with Psi points that you can use to unlock Psionic powers. Powers can only be unlocked once you have reached the required dark or light environments.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He's...
That's a spark of light in you!
Too much.
That's right. Smack that spark out before it starts.
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a little spark.
take it out now while it's small.
I like how he hits people with a shovel. Gain a side point, use to unlock Power's mutation dude.
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important.
Vunko Vunturbo. Pilvov Ugvuhu. Vunko Vunturbo.
The Myriad tribe is like...
Nuka Nuburak. Befarbihida.
Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. He can sense you share Myriad's view on the world. The Myriad would embrace someone. Out of Date will be waiting. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the...
Yeah, okay.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Well, I'm gonna go to the Myriad tribe because I'm trying to be a good character. So...
It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
Oh, gotta take the right ones.
This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone.
Usually what happens when wars start? War zones develop. Okay. Keep on trees and shit. That's negative.
That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know.
Yeah, let me just take a whiz on that real quick.
Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Says the Sifu is popular these days as the tribe grows stronger by the day. He suggests you let the Sifu do the talking when you meet. He prefers.
Well, I haven't been doing much talking myself anyway, so... Why does it look like a Sumerian?
Lapanen aging kalman. Gerat na falo hutut mus. Tugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade... He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next. And that's something... He's convinced you've returned for... The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is, if you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life. He was hoping you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side... The Myriad were placed here to fulfill a certain purpose, chosen to unite the tribes and take control of their destiny. The tribes need a firm hand guiding them in... Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. They might bring them war, but he wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. Tells you once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again.
All the goosiga had eh.
They passed the point of no return as their words lost power.
All the goosiga had eh.
Seeing you,
Alam wena denke mus.
Myriad wants unity between the tribes.
Gela wala click ro plats.
He remembers your kind and unselfish.
Wala papa.
Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong, and
Gera denken hiram plate tik.
Energy region.
Kuna keke, no bito rayun.
shines happy that
Egu amwa, egu.
better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred.
What we got up in here?
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Then he wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. He understands Wang Fu is hard. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be...
Okay. That's why I drowned.
He says that wasn't too bad, was it? At least you... But you need practice. Lots of practice. You need to rely on those who somehow know how to teach. Those willing to bend. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. He knows that's not true. You've... Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You should know, practice makes perfect. As long as it does, she'll see you at the village square. She'll be waiting. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. He's learned. You should look. He wonders what usefulness you found. He says he can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to...
Crafting intro. Open the crafting. Here you can modify existing weapons and armors, or if you're feeling creative, create entirely new weapons from scratch. With raw pieces, you can craft your own weapons. Start crafting. First select the base. This defines what kind of weapon you will craft. There are 3 different kinds of melee weapons: crush, one-handed, and slash. Oh, yeah, okay. Use one hand, straight back, stab, moon cut. Ooh, katanas are one-handed. Wobble blade, flat slaw, long cutter, coat cutter, scrap rack. Grip, heels, metal pipe, saber, metal oak, Zon, mini claw, puncher, stick, metal wrap, and spiked grip, that's cool. Banana. So far, regular handled spins. Oh, well. Nippon. That literally just means Japan in Japanese. Doesn't really give you any specific ups. 1% critical chance. Famous movies regular handle.
You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He appreciates those able to deliver a... He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. He thinks mastering the 6 weapon styles of one... He's looking forward to... It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she... That's all she's ever asked of you. You've always followed your own... She worries about you. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. That makes him wonder why you were here looking for it. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. You'll have... She asks if you're hurt. What happened? She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapon training at sunrise tomorrow, so they'll... The most important... It's time to focus on your training now.
They stole my katana. What a bitch.
Here's someone close to heart. doing what he does best? Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you feel. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she... He suggests...
Laundry pile.
He's curious to see what you found. He says whatever it is, it shouldn't be left for... He can work wonders with pretty much anything, and asks... He says...
This is a lot just to teach me how to craft shirts.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. He knows she's already a You should take it with you, wear it to practice. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a... Your Muma says it's about time you got here. But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back. That's a good attitude. Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. That's... You should go see him and find out what it is. Says he's always...
Is it X or Y that I have to press?
Catchy.
Ansonbara.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing.
Ferena masal. Ariaroche nui mumera. Ritzentere.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
Kalino?
You're lucky to have such a fine...
Pendrin senema.
Your Muma says you look tired. No,
Tate ko baba sakting.
rest and you'll find strength for tomorrow.
Okay.
Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming.
Kodotuku. Kalino?
There's nowhere to...
Pialtuma beri.
She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has...
Pialtuma.
Here it comes. The past coming to hold the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
But I can't swim yet.
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. the ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. Let's see.
Man, I'm taking my game froze. Yeah, there it goes. It's crashing. This thing just crashed my Xbox? This game just shut off my Xbox. Okay. Interesting. I guess. I've never had a game crash my console like that before. That's discerning. Let's see. Get one more chance.
Welcome to Biomutant.
Continue. Man, it doesn't feel like I've been playing this game for an hour and a half. Okay. Hopefully, it doesn't do this again.
Let's see.
Good. There's a crafting tab. I'll find it. Yep. Crafting. Crafting modified gear requires certain resources seen here. Scrapping parts and gear that you don't want to give you resources needed to craft items. Quality level of the item will be shown here. Higher quality weapons do more damage. The quality of each item can be upgraded at an upgrade bench. Materials make for stronger, more powerful weapons. The material of item can be upgraded at an upgrade bench. Some pieces and add-ons have a special effect on them. These can deal hazard damage depending on the special effect. Combination of quality, material, and hazard damage defines overall rarity of the weapon. Upgrading weapon will increase the rarity as well as the base stats. Each weapon has different numbers of mod slots available to craft parts too.
fits nice.
Okay, so I probably have to unlock things like that. Inventory.
Flex up.
Food. Yes. Perks. Oh, wait, you gotta use upgrade points for both one food and perks. Okay. Low key, don't really like that.
The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. Becoming terminal. King. Good hit. You gave them no choice but to take it down, even... They've received news a Ronin had strengthened their ranks. A group of myriad crusaders already headed out to... You should hurry there and help...
Seriously, no loot? Okay. Out of control room.
Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophes they... Look, an emergency box from the old days, when you need... Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist.
Clonk fist. Powerful tool can be used to punch through walls. Use a weapon. It can be equipped from the gear menu. You found a new weapon. You can now unlock special attacks for this weapon type. To go to the wonderful menu.
Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophes they inflicted upon the land. The apocalypse they caused was the end of days for their world. But for us, it was simply a beginning. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? Had better days. That notice board, filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw it away when... Toxanol never cared about the waste. There must be a track somewhere in this bricked... Let's see.
Excuse me.
You found the track! Amazing it wasn't destroyed. So much of this place was just... No, it was never nice. It was new once, but that's not... The tracks...
Oh.
There are tough times ahead, no matter where you go. Would you look? Looks like the Fry Sparker's knobs need to be in sync if you want to get the hardware working. It's a Fry Sparker mindset. Boom, you got something. It's not exactly what you wanted, but you got it right away.
Backpack, okay. Adrenaline shot. A little hat.
That's for someone a little bit more advanced. Sharp and shiny.
Correct. Oh, maybe level 5. Slightly less. Wood. Okay. I'll leave it at that then. Used as what that is.
Morning is breaking.
Cut. Lousy.
You found the whereabouts, the deepest, darkest forest in the land, sometimes hard to see for all the trees. The board mainly has posts from those that used to work at the chug yard back in the days gone. They don't make much sense these days. Not much more to say about the board, but Gizmo is holed up in the underyard here working on that. The Toxanol Corporation used to run chugger-chuggers out of here. They can carry you anywhere you like. Well, anywhere that they go to, and then you can leg it from... You're on the right track. Perhaps now you can see your targets better. Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. Bomper Bonkers busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. Chop, chop.
Two levels.
Watch out for you. That's an improvement.
Weapon skills. Mutation, biogenetics.
It only gets weirder from here. Back at 'em. where it cuts. Watch it. Flash the slash. Whoosh! Let's see. It's all about destiny. Yours, mine, the entire world's.
Oh.
Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth.
Okay.
Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end, in flames.
It's the ooze. I'm actually just a teenage mutant ninja squirrel.
Ooh, a biohazard like that can make you real sick. It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the ground. I need to... Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to... Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he... But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. It carries so much hate, and its insatiable hunger has only increased over... Gizmo... You still... He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history shouldn't consume you. Gizmo understands you still have strong feelings, but...
Yes, that's the way. No arguing with that.
Sometimes your gut is flat out wrong.
Don't ever doubt yourself.
Even the dark knows you're better than this.
Stick with me. We'll rule the world.
Would like to know. Suppose. Hard. Great. Wonders if you liked working with the Myriad. They always seem so centered and so seeking. Thinks that's more than most are. It's hard to... Gizmo says it... He can't leave the underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone. So you need to salvage scrap. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to... There are more...
What? Evangelion bitch, I guess?
You have a chance to change the... Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate.
Let's see how fast traveling is.
This box once tailed a chugger-chugger. Now it's just off track. Look at that! Right in the chug yard! Who do you think? You're not the first. Good work.
What?
Each new day means new chances.
What? Why they keep... Thank you. Energy pack large. Oh, one tunic with bracer. Key energy and energy regen is way better. And critical chance. And 10 more armor. That's good. Slogger. heals for double the damage inflicted. Yes. It drops my damage by 5 overall and gives me another crit chance.
It's make your own scrap day. Well done. Those are the kind of things you need.
How do I craft up? Oh, that's how to tab over.
A bullet needs a home.
Well, let me mod my TP there. Thought I already activated that. I did. Okay, I'll just put that in the video for no reason, I guess. This is a waypoint or something. Oh.
Cutting edge. A smart foe would leave now. Boom, boom. X-rayed. Took care. Right in the face. That's a Jagni tribe outpost. That's a resource totem, a monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean. Looks like some solid wood scrap there. Slice and dice. Cut down. Critical. Sharp steel. Feels like the clouds came down to say hi.
Right in the world. Why are you doing jumping jacks, my brother?
What a bruiser!
Rifles. Oh, because I found the thing. Mm. Mm. I still have 2 side points. So what's y'all got? What's y'all got up in this little watchtower? What you got? Quality is defunct. Materials composite.
You got something great in the making? Scrapalicious. You reload it by swinging back your arm. That ain't bad.
Piggy first.
Let's see. Says it's time to set the outpost free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through. Here's the first line of defense.
Okay.
That's a bomb lobber. Back in the spot, wrecked it. That twirly wheel works that drain pipe. Spin the twirly wheel and open that drain.
What?
Everything's clocking together.
It was literally already like that. I'm so confused.
Stick in the key. Keep going. That cage is holding a helper. They never lost hope you'd come, but weren't sure if they'd last long enough to see it. Says the tribe's been hard on them. Wants revenge.
Extermino Frogs Raptor. Less armor piercing, slower fire rate, high range, high accuracy, which doubles damage and reload speed. Equip. Maybe now you'll let me modify you. Let's start. All clip, increase armor piercing, range, increase boost, slaughter, versus level 7.
You fall a bit short when it comes to resources. Maybe you'll have enough resources later.
No, I don't have enough for that. That's what it is. Water for that. I don't have any water.
A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Better stay clear of the red ray. Here's the second line of defense. Timber. Bet a big bump will bring it down. Switched off the light. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it. Then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks splody. Shoot it and watch it blow. Kaboom! You're in. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now.
Oh.
He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger.
Each tribe has its own tribal weapon. If you defeat a rival tribe, you acquire its weapon. By helping your own tribe, you've acquired its weapon. If you're allied with a tribe, you can decide to switch your allegiance and ally with a different tribe. Go to a tribe port and talk to their Sifu to change your allegiance.
Says you did a great job capturing the outpost. Figures the honor belongs to the tribe, too. No one's going to see you coming in the dark.
Where's all the shoppy boys at? Now I get to loot all these buildings. Okay, let me do that beforehand.
Nubli tutu.
Shopkeeper claims you won't be able to find better goods.
Larak das sak nubi sak.
The doors here are...
Specialized particular type of items, melee weapon parts, ranged weapon parts, gear parts, clothes, or mounts. Going to vendors and browsing the stock can be a great way to find better parts for your gear. If you're missing a specific part of a weapon, comes back to the nearest vendor. Purchase items from currency in the form of a leaf. The price of an item is listed to the right of the item listing. Green is gathered from specific bushes or through selling items. Sell items to a vendor by going to the sell tab. Blah blah blah. What? I don't know what that is, and it's 1,000 years. Oh? What is this? Upgrade bench. Upgrading types of items, quality, and material. I can't do either. Do it. Flared skirt. This gives me a lot more energy, a little bit of health, a little bit of energy regen, but like a lot of. So I'm gonna do that. Still can't wear the backpack. Crazy. Overpowered. The damage inflicted by this weapon is increased by 2% for every 10 units of strength. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Can't break it down any more than that. You could experiment with that.
Do they all have a leaf on their head? Let's see, we got aha, ranged weapons.
Asks you to seize your... Could trade your old things for new.
Face tops, boom bonk. Squeeze. First we're gonna sell some stuff. Like all of this energy stuff, cause I probably won't ever use energy. You know, so crystals.
Stash for your trash. A done deal.
That's all I'm gonna get out of him. This one is clothing, I guess. And here's the
Ein
weapons
ouch
here.
alla giupa baker. Ein ouch alla giuge.
Handles, skaker. Hmm.
Changed your mind? Peace from the end of a gun.
Okay.
Let's see. Mercadorpa's outpost, a Jagni tribe stronghold.
What? These motherfuckers want to throw? I'll fucking throw.
That's a ganote. Easy prey for Lupa-Lupin. For everyone else, they're a perfect mount and easily tamed if they are kept fed. It's time to create your own path.
Put a bash trap here. And I can do this for this guy.
There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives.
You discovered a hazard zone. These zones are vast areas covered in deadly hazards. You can only withstand the hazard for so long before it kills you, so be careful. Hazards come in several types: biocontaminated, cryogenic, incendiary, radioactive, and the oxygen-deprived dead zone. Your gear and the resistance you choose during character creation determine how long you can survive in the hazard zones and how much damage you can take from the hazard zones. With a resistance of 100 to a type of hazard, you resist 100% of the damage to that hazard. Okay, well that's going to instantly kill me. Like I literally can't go in there.
Wood scrap's great for building things. Time for another day to begin. It's Peekaboo Park. Young ones love this sort of place. %50 done. You're in pain. Carving it up. That'll come in handy. Chop it up. This one seems to be in good spirits, despite me. Is grateful.
Light instantly banishes dark.
How much light?
All the light!
I mean, you could leave.
Want to really get anywhere with this game with the psychic stuff, I'll have to go completely into one light or dark. Yeah, level it up. Okay.
Pump you up.
Put that strength, if you know what I'm saying. Four stock points, 2 bio points.
Ready to roll? The day is calling. That's a Myriad tribe outpost. Who could stand against that? Ended it. That's going to leave a mark. Let's pocket that. You look ready. This place is wonderful, but this isn't a vacation. That there's Subnautica Station. Goop flounders around in there. Lots of notices on the board for things that made sense in the days when the surf was a lot cleaner. Interesting to see. In the old days, this was a port for boats that went out. You should be able to find a track here, just... Let's see. There are things out there waiting for you.
That's where that goes.
Yangu. Ajitawa. Na waidivan. Wanapta. Kompo. Yumara. Wanapta. No walk.
Goop says memories fade surprisingly fast. He understands. Now the time has come for you to remember and act. Your light.
The light shines...
Better isn't the...
Right, no...
You're the...
The worst of being the worst. We're just the best.
Says life on the goo is wide open. You have so many choices of where to go. Hit the open. Thinks the Myriad made a good match with you. You're both like sunshine on the surf. You're lucky that way. There's still cargo left on the shores from before the apocalypse. His best guess is a tower tank. Let's see. This could be the beginning of the end of everything. It's not slippery. take a moment to absorb the day. Slash and dash. You're absolutely drained.
What the hell is this? They have laser turrets.
Personal. accessed. Crit. Too bad, but all days must come to an end. Toxanol's offshore drilling caused oily matter. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the frame.
Mukhang Tonako Manutai Baradrade Tonako
He's got...
Tonako Katiam Awali Yango Mako Yatu Puwila.
The best way to find Quacks is to talk to Gulp. He has the bearings of the Surfipelago and knows where the Quacks like to...
Tirabi
This means you'll have the privilege of visiting Gulp in the Sinky...
Wingi Yango Surakia.
Yo. Darkness makes you miss the light. Welcome to the Surfipelago, where the horizon rests on the surfy goo. Get off and slow down a bit. Shut. It's starting to add up. Wow! Sock it to him.
Okay.
History is nothing but a series of stories. See that e-waste? You could use that for sure. You could put that to good use. Leave it behind. And the open goo before you. You're poking around Pockbur, a prime village. The deep cut. Well placed. There's no time to look back. Too busy moving on. Isn't sure. As if the play. The Sifu asked you to help, and that's what you must do. The Sifu asked you to help, and that's what you must do. Says you... Let's see.
Oh, come on.
Ring up those rungs.
Oh, that looks neato. Use that. Barrels. Use that water.
Plastic scrap stays forever, but maybe you can make something out of it. Shopperias like that used to have tons of things for sale, but most of it has gone missing over time. The Tree of Life still stands. Question is, for how long?
Level 10.
Thought you were smart enough to know better than to try to save things.
I'm down there yet, dude.
That's not too bad. Get under that sky while you still can.
Orb stop.
Hey there, Crusher. Broke it down as far as you could. Not seasoned enough to handle that.
I like that.
Makes you look smarter. A plan is all you need. Blades screaming beware. Perfect pantsies. Tapped hard.
I should fucking this to begin with. Screw dual wielding.
Ooh-wee, that's biohazard.
Oh, there it is. Where it started.
Not everything here is friendly.
I drowned trying to catch a fucking bluebird.
Seems dirty down here in the dirt.